political brawl, finger pointing between the parties and even within the GOP. Still, many believe a government shutdown is inevitable. On Friday, the Republican-controlled House passed a budget plan, but it would strip all funding of the president's health care law, leaving it dead in the water. But already the Democrat-controlled Senate says that House budget bill is dead on arrival. And while neither party seems willing to budge on their stance, the government will run out of money next week if a spending plan is not approved. So, what does this mean for me and you? Financial experts Gene Marks and Elliot Miller are here to explain how a government shutdown could affect our wallets. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Hey, Joyce.
Okay, here we go again. But does this kind of looming threat of doom start affecting our economy before we even reach any kind of outcome, guys?
Yeah, I mean, let me start, Joyce. I mean, I'll take it from the aspect of a business point of view, and it really does affect business owners all across the country. I mean, whether you're Republican or Democrat, you're seeing the fight that's going on in Washington right now. It creates more uncertainty. I've always been a believer that the Affordable Care Act, it's been through a couple of elections already. Whether you support it or not, making that a part of whether the spending bill is going to go through or not, it just creates that much more uncertainty for businesses to spend.
Yeah,
and that's a problem.
And for individuals, I think confidence has so much to do with the strong auto sales, the strong home sales. You're not going to buy a big ticket item if you're not sure whether your job's going to be there. So I really do believe it does have an impact.
And the businesses, I would guess, Gene, are not spending a lot of money either. Are you hiring?
Yeah, I mean, we're still not hiring. I mean, hiring is down, and the reason why, Joyce, is that anyone following the economy knows that growth is still extremely slow. So a lot of companies like mine, we're still outsourcing. And a lot of clients I know are hiring people part-time, not really full-time, to avoid some of the healthcare impact as well. All of this is having a negative impact on the economy.
So, Elliot, separate the politics from the real financial impact of the government shutdown. Who's going to benefit, if anybody, and who really gets hurt?
Well, first of all, the politics. This is the 42nd vote that the House of Representatives took to defund Obamacare. Hasn't happened yet, probably won't happen this time either. So that's the politics. In terms of who gets hurt, well, last time we went into this crisis mode in the summer of 2011, they made sure that if something were to happen, the Medicare beneficiaries, the Social Security beneficiaries, and the government bondholders would get paid first. After that, I mean, if you're a vendor to the government, I don't know. They probably do get hurt if something happens.
Yeah, and again, from a business standpoint, Joyce, it's exactly right. If you're like a federal contractor and you're doing work for the government, gosh, tens of thousands of small businesses do work for the government, you're really impacted by this if the government stops paying its bills for a while, even if it's just for a few weeks.
So it's a matter of who gets paid and when. What about our credit rating and our standing in the world